Beautiful risings. Today is Saturday. It's going to be a beautiful day. So, I'm just coming to pose a question to you all. I know I hear a lot of spiritualists and healers say that, this is all a game and play and have fun and all of that good stuff. And yes, we want to have that childlike energy. We want to have a good time while we're learning and ascending and expanding. But in the same token, I need you all to know that we are not on earth for free. This all comes with a price. And I've definitely stepping just a little bit out of pocket, but this all comes with the price. I need you all to really get in tune with the universal laws. Get in tune with the universal laws and the cosmic laws to make sure you all are in balance. And what is the price of us being on earth? It is balance. The price of being on earth is balance. And I think a lot of us are waking up to this like, oh, balance, understood. But what does that come with? Mind, body, soul, spirit, balance, okay? And what happens if we're on earth and this balance or this harmony that we are supposed to create and send back up to the cosmos isn't created? Then what happens if we don't get the lessons? What happens if contracts, if that's what you want to say, aren't followed or abided by? Some have said, we continue to come back, which is true. You come back and you get another opportunity to relearn those lessons and grow and ascend. And some people have looked at this as good, but I look at it as insanity. To continue living the same journey over and over and over and over and over again. It's insanity, because now you come back to earth believing that you come back to earth fighting battles and, winning or losing things that you have already done, things that are no longer. It's like a constant continuation of the past. When we were sent to earth, this is not what we were sent here to do. We were sent here to earth for pure love. And it was Source's pure love in us, and light and consciousness and energy, sending us here to do what it is that it knew we would do, which was what? Go against everything that we knew that was right. I said at the start, it was like the start of, last summer. It was just this feeling within my soul, within my being, that Source was calling us back. And who is Source? Some call Source God, some call Source Goddess, some call Source, something in the cosmos, but Source goes beyond that. Why? Source is light and Source is consciousness. It's no one thing. I don't separate it from, feminine and masculine energy, because it goes beyond it. It is light. It is light. It is energy. From what I have seen personally of Source, it is light and it is energy. And I say that it goes beyond the cosmos and it goes beyond the gods and the goddesses as well too, because my ancestors, I call her Grand. She's a beautiful cosmic being. She said you have to master your chart and you have to go beyond it. She said, your chart is just a map. It is a tool. This is not the end all be all. You go beyond your chart. How many of us are living our daily lives, for our charts, not even knowing that we go beyond it? So yeah, this is here as a tool, as a guide for me to learn the lessons that I did not learn in the past lifespans. Understood. Your chart is a tool to be manipulated. It is for you to use it at your own leverage. You chose everything that is in that chart with direction. That's something that is missed. A lot of people think in spirit world we choose our own chart, but we choose our own charts by direction, by a guide. Are all guides what some would say good and bad? I don't use the terminology good and bad because what is good and bad? I say it is just a difference of higher and lower vibrations, which is a universal law as well too. Me knowing what I know that God and the devil, some would say, or the fallen angels, all lived in the same house, in the same body, doing the same things. But what separated them was the higher and the lower vibrations. Some people would say we're doing the same thing because we're on earth while our higher souls are navigating at higher dimensions, which is true. So I guess some would say the golden lights or the fallen ones are the devil too, huh? It makes you think and it makes you wonder, right? But yeah, I just wanted to tune in and I just wanted to pique y'all's curiosity because I want y'all to begin thinking outside the box. Stop going for everything that y'all are hearing, everything that y'all are listening to. One of the dopest lessons that I got the other day was to listen without hearing. And how did I receive that? I had ended up seeing a white cat. And when I dug deep into the symbolism of a white cat, it said fresh start, new canvas, all of these beautiful things. But what stuck with me the most was to listen without hearing, because we are coming to a point in a time that we are rising above our spirit guides. I don't know about y'all, but we are rising above our spirit guides on earth. So what do we do when we rise above? Still remain open to hear, remain open to listening and being in tune, but you are a direct extension of source. Sometimes you don't need an olive branch. You don't need that in between. You don't need that. Why? Because you have the power and the ability within you to go to source yourself. And how do you do that? Sitting still. Meditation is going to be key for a lot of us in these next few months, okay? So many lessons and so many things. What you are seeing is not in vain. If you find yourself seeing things in meditation or this and this, it's not in vain. A lot of us past life regress in meditation or just sitting or visualizing and tuning in on us all the time. You don't need somebody to take you in, because what happens if they don't bring you out? What happens if that door isn't closed? Spirit didn't send somebody else to do your work. That's why you here. Sit still. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. So we're going to take it back a little bit. Sitting still in meditation, really learning about yourself and who you are. Don't get stuck. Don't get caught up on, oh, this goddess lives within me. Oh, I'm this goddess. Oh, I'm that goddess. Oh, I'm this goddess, y'all. The more we go knocking at their door, the more their story changes. Allow these goddesses to come to you in their time. And I know we can all get into it, what is time, X, Y, and Z? Absolutely. I overstand it. We ain't even got to do this because I already know. But allow those goddesses to come to you. They'll enter in. Goddess Mayat has entered in. She is here, law and order, teaching me. That's why I'm studying these cosmic and these universal laws so tough. That's why I'm learning the laws of Maya. Why? Because she is present with me working. I didn't knock at her door. I didn't knock at her door. She knocked at mine. And I welcomed her abundantly. Welcome them all. That doesn't mean, be closed off, be shut down. No, 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 no. But don't get caught up in it. Because we go so far beyond it. We go so far beyond it. What are some things that we should be tuning into? Light, 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 consciousness. We should be eating foods. We should be eating foods that's going to raise our consciousness. When I began eating blueberries, it's like you would think I went on a shroom trip. You would think it was a shroom trip. Coconut water, blueberries, eat you some raw fruits and some raw vegetables, and come on, let's truly awaken our higher consciousness, because we are in a time such as today where Earth, daughter Earth, as Sister Myra Moss would say, she is still and she is quiet in these times and in these moments. But some would say Goddess Gaia, or some would say Goddess Ocean. She will have the last say. So what do? We make our peace. We make our peace. We make our peace. A lot of what we have come to Earth to do, and a lot of what we have signed a contract to do with Earth, we haven't done thus far. So can you imagine a mother or a guide signing a contract with you for you to do something in exchange for lessons and living on its space, right? What happens if these souls come back millions and millions and millions and millions of times and still haven't given you just a piece of appreciation, or a thanks, or gratitude, or anything, right? It makes you mad. It'll make you mad. It'll make you angry, right? And these are all feelings that we want to work through shadow work. Overstood. I received the message a few months ago that if Source did not do what is to be done, the Earth would destroy itself. That's why me personally, I am on a journey of sustainability. What can I do to leave my mark? Or what can I do to ensure that, whatever debt that we have created with Earth while being here is at least paid a little bit. That's why you'll see me doing a lot of things. You'll see me, planting a garden and using the seeds. And this is what our ancestors did. My ancestors are Native. So you will see me, learning about solar panels and what can I do to, raise the vibrations of the soil. What can I do? This, and this. How can I teach the people about this? Because this is a way that we rid some of the debt that may have accumulated. And no, it is not my responsibility. It is a collective responsibility as souls of higher consciousness. But later for that's a whole nother lesson and a whole nother message. But just I'm gonna show y'all my notes for what it is. Universal laws. So we got the law of divine oneness. Everything is interconnected. We got the law of energy and vibration. Everything is energy. The law of action, energy and motion, not stagnation. You got to align your actions with your thoughts and feelings. It is intentional actions that supports your desires. The law of correspondence, as above, so below, as within, so without. All things in the universe follow this pattern across all dimensions, physical world, parallel, or corresponding laws in the ethers. It starts inside and it reflects outward. We got the law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. The energy you put out will return to you. What you put out will not return void. Gratitude to my intuitive guide, because that's something she has been saying to me since maybe the start of me working with her. What you put out will not return void. Why? Because the energy you give is the energy that you will receive. Not all situations are the same. Not all situations are the same. I will say that. Because I know a lot of people will be like, well, I'm putting good energy out, but it seems like I'm receiving chaos. Go to your map and see where your planets are. See where the planets are within you. And if you are receiving that chaos, align on a universal and a cosmic level. Tune into the frequencies, sound frequencies. Each planet has a sound frequency. Tune into it. Tune into the frequencies and tune into the planetary systems within you. With the knowingness of you go beyond this.